One of my favorite weapons from like previous editions of Dungeons and Dragons was a repeating crossbow, like a crossbow machine gun.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Even in 5th edition, crossbows are badly broken.
Oh wait. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I went straight into the level. I was not watching at all.
That's quite all right.
But yeah, like crossbows. If you take like the crossbow master feat, it's deeply broken.
Yeah, yeah.
Rangers with crossbows are just devastating, and it's like you can have 3 shots per turn with like +8 to hit and a D10 on hit. It's terrifying.
There's one spell in particular. I think it's like a 5th level spell or maybe a 4th level spell. It's called Swift Quiver, but like bards and rangers and various other classes get it. And once you have Swift Quiver, you could just fire all the arrows until the universe is just filled with arrows colliding with other arrows. I
finally started using, so in the game we're playing at the moment, I'm using a Cleric for the first time ever, but especially in 5th edition.
You've told me about your Cleric, but like carry on so your viewership hears about your Cleric.
So my big elephant Cleric, and fuck, War Clerics are a lot of fun to play, actually.
I have a War Cleric who is now like leveled.
Fucking Guided Strike is one of the most useful channel divinities ever. The one that's like,
it's so good.
Roll the dice, and if you're unhappy with it, add fucking 10 to it. It's so good.
So I've abused that. What you can do if you want to disarm an opponent, what you do is you make opposed attack rolls.
Yeah.
So if you want to disarm an opponent, you roll to see whether you can disarm them, and then you're just like Guided Strike. My attack roll is 30. You're disarmed.
I think you have to call Guided Strike after the roll, but before the GM says whether it hits or not. But
correct.
You can if you know you roll like you can always guess vaguely what DCs are going to be, and it's like, okay, if you roll a 16 on your big attack, probably going to need it.
Oh, here we go.
We're in Balin's tomb.
This scene is actually retroactively much more poignant.
Do you mean after watching The Hobbit?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because Balin is probably one of the best done characters in the Hobbit film. I really like him.
I really like him too.
Following on the theme that, for whatever baffling reason, apparently dwarves are Scottish. I don't know why that's become like an established thing.
I'm perfectly okay with it.
Speaking
as a Scotsman, I'm okay.
Turns out I'm okay with that as well. There's a surprise.
I remember this being a big deal at the Council of Elrond in the book. So, Balin has gone back to Moria to set up a colony, basically, and to resume mining operations.
Yeah, because every other attempt at reclaiming Moria has gone so well.
Yeah, but the big deal is apparently it went very well at first, but then mysteriously no one heard from him for 80 years, but no one's gone to check on him. It's surely you could have sent somebody.
I was looking up recently, right, this is the kind of sad bastard I am. I was looking up some, it's always bad in Lord of the Rings stuff when you start looking up genealogies, but I was like, right, everyone fucking talks about Durin. Who the fuck is Durin? Turns out there's but there's also 100 different equally important dwarves all called Durin.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I think he is effectively the progenitor of the dwarven line of kings, basically.
But one of Thorin's, Dane's sons, who becomes king of the mountain, after Sauron's fall and stuff like that, ends up being called Durin and stuff like that. The name is just thrown around.
Yeah.
Where's Gimli on? He's got that thing I need.
And again, when Lord of the Rings, when you get situations like that, it's unclear whether they were genuinely all called Durin, or whether it's one of the things where Tolkien is just contradicting himself.
Yeah, but in fairness, we had a lot of names, thrown around. There's a whole thing of, before, I think it's up until 1900 or something like that, the vast majority of women had one of 3 names. Basically, Mary, Elizabeth, or I can't remember the other one. Maybe Jane or something like that. Obviously, then you have ones like Margaret and stuff like that, or Lizzie, which are all variants of it. Basically, there were not that many names in general. Most men end up being called John or Jack, or Jack is just John. Jack is short for John in a baffling system. The same way that Polly is short for Molly, which is short for Margaret.
Bizarre.
English. What a fucked up language.
So, Doctor, would you characterize at this point? Would you say that they have a cave troll?
Yeah, we haven't had that line yet. If that's not in this, I will be sad.
There's a really good outtake from this scene, a Fellowship, where they try and prop the gate up. And but they mess up the scene, the blocking doesn't quite work, and then Ian McKellen goes over and starts moving the weapons away from the doors. This is typical elf craftsmanship. Shoddy work at best. Try again, Legolas.
I think it's the first time we've had combat for quite some time.
I can levitate people! Oh, God,
yeah, because I was doing that to Saruman. Yeah, you use B to, slam them into walls and shit. You've essentially got the Force. Let's see how Legolas actually fares in combat. If it's anything like Lord of the Rings, where not Lord of the Rings, idiot. Anything like
this should be entirely like Lord of the Rings.
like Star Wars, where just ranged characters are just infinitely more useful.
I mean, I can levitate people. That
is pretty sweet.
That has been through. Oh no, my massive shield! This is incredible. I'm having such a good time.
You would.
What if I just turn my shield on? Like, hang on.
Wait, does your shield damage them as well?
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Oh, well, that's what happens. Yeah.
And I just stand in the doorway, but I can't just stand in the doorway. That's not a thing that I can do.
How do I use the horn? Is it?
I'm scheduled for an update. Wait an hour.
Please do wait an hour. That'd be great.
Oh, hang on. I've lost the game now.
You can probably alt and tab back to it.
I've alt tab back to it. We're good. Cool. We're good. The situation has been remedied.
You missed. They have a cave troll. He just said it. No! He literally said it. I'm so sorry.
That cave troll which just destroys Balin's body, just annihilates Balin's like.
Yeah, I assume there was a dwarf corpse in there somewhere. But...
just crushed to atoms.
Jesus. All right, what's this telling me to do with this?
we have to get him to hit the thing, I think.
Oh yeah, try that then. Nice.
There we go.
Oh, we've locked him in. Cool. Oh, he's eating shit. Excellent. I guess we have to just do that a couple more times. Oh shit, he's got me. He's got me. He's banging me into a wall.
Now, in one of the many departures from the book, in the film, obviously this is a cave troll. However, in the books there is no such cave troll.
No, there's a foot comes through a door and Frodo stabs the foot, and that's it.
Yeah, but the creature that shanks him with the big spear.
It's just an orc thing.
Yeah, it's an orc chieftain. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense as much as anything else.
Cave troll's more dramatic.
And I really like the way they did the cave troll in this. Here we go. I've got another point for him to hit up here. Like, so Peter Jackson talks about it like that they wanted the cave troll to be clearly not an evil character. It's just it's a beast that's been used, and like. That I think you get that feel when it dies.
Oh, 100%.
You don't feel great when it dies. Actually, right? Whatever you did to him last time, can you do that again?
I didn't do anything to him last time.
Oh well, he's stuck. So I guess. Oh, I've got a tightrope over to him as Legolas. That's how this is going to happen, isn't it?
Oh, excellent.
This is going to be some icon platform. I've had this much gin. There we go.
Make it so. Make it so.
I made it so.
Is he dead? Did he explode?
No.
He's doing
obviously, I was saying obviously it's 3 hits, but actually this game has not been following that rule particularly tightly so far.
Right, I'm Pippin. I don't want to be Pippin. Let's be
Aragorn. Hobbits, exceptional in combat situations.
Aragorn's much more useful in a fight. There we go.
Right, I've got another thing for him up here. Oh yeah, I can switch over to the white knives. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Right, if he hits here, that'd be great.
Another difference between like the book and the movie is that at this point in the books, Aragorn already has. It's
reforged just after the Council of Elrond, isn't it? And he just has it the whole time. But then you only got that sweet scene when Aragorn, when El went, kill me.
Elrond.
Thank
Elrond.
You finish. You know what I'm going to say. You finish that point better than I will.
So we were talking about this, but Elrond turns up and you get the dramatic reveal where he sweeps out Anduril, Flame of the West, which is again. It's
dude, I looked up after we watched it the other day how much a full-size replica of Anduril
400
No,
pounds.
you can get a pretty decent looking one for about 190-ish.
Well, why don't we both have one of those?
I could have. The annoying thing is, with my current job, I can afford that. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna fuck it. I know I'm gonna do it soon. It's and there's a perfect spot. There's such a good spot for it above my fireplace. It's perfect, and I hate it. And I know it's gonna happen. And I don't want to buy it, but I also really want to buy it.
I think I would much rather have Glamdring, to be honest. I never thought... Andrew just doesn't look that attractive. Are you trying to stab me?
I was trying to shoot this guy, but forgetting how.
Apparently, I've never noticed this, but there was weirdly romantic looks between Legolas and Aragorn all the way through the trilogy, which I've never noticed, but I'm assured are there. Do I have a bow? No.
I feel like we need to do something here.
Can we hit him?
I keep trying to target him, but it just targets this orc behind him.
Oh, hang on. There's I could construct.
Oh
something.
Yeah, do something over there. Yeah, that might be useful.
It's like one of
it's a hobbit hold or a small person hold. I'll grab Gimli and head up. Or what? There we go. Being able to switch to someone by that wheel is nice.
That's a very good feature.
Much better than having to find them somewhere and do that, change into them.
I'm really not sure what I should be doing down here.
Oh, maybe we can toss Gimli at him. Come up and grab me, so we'll see how it goes. Nope.
No.
Okay,
I'm gonna throw you anyway.
I mean, it looked cool. I'll give you that.
Hey,
but...
it looked very cool. Nobody tosses
So
a
Frodo
dwarf.
or Sam or someone is on him, but I don't know how that helps us. Unless can we like drive him? There's Aragorn on him. Oh no, you're Aragorn. Oh, there you go.
Oh, excellent. Get
Stab him right in the brain.
Get him, Pippin.
Get him.
Right in the frontal lobes. That's it. Oh,
Right, there we go. Now I can shoot him in the face. There we go. Yeah, you just got to weaken his hide first. Oh yeah, it's because Merry and Pippin jump onto the back of him, don't they? Actually,
and shank him a few times. Correct.
Yeah, I do remember that now. It's all coming back to me.
Now what do we do? Oh, I'm getting thrown about a little bit.
I guess we need to get Merry and Pippin. Oh, can we toss Merry and Pippin?
Is that what we're doing?
In the same way we can toss Gimli? Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can, but will that work on the troll?
Let's find out. Ow. Right, get back here.
Seemingly not.
Well, it's because I'm being attacked by orcs.
Sorry, I'll try and defend
if you clear some space, yeah.
There is one dwarf yet in Moria who still draws breath.
Did you say draws broth?
draws breath? Is it?
Draws breath, but your accent went a bit funny.
Yeah, I think I tried to say draws blood, but like it's draws breath is the line, isn't it?
He also does draw blood.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
Both are valid. Only one is correct.
There can be only one.
We have discussed Highlander at some length on the channel
definitely.
already.
We must have done.
Oh, again,
it's our annual Highlander Day next week.
Oh, you're gonna watch it remotely?
Well, obviously we have to because I'm not going up to Glasgow anytime soon.
Yeah,
but this is our 9th year of getting pissed and watching Highlander.
Outstanding.
Highlander X is coming soon, which, well, hopefully. So here we go. I can leap onto it from up here, I think.
Have I told you like my theory to reboot the Highlander franchise?
Well, I mean, we don't talk about the Highlander franchise because every other film in it except the first one is utter
terrible.
garbage.
And let's face it, the first one, not a great film, but also featuring the talents of Sean Connery, as it turns out.
I'm not Spanish, I'm Egyptian.
I'm Egyptian.
Like, the most Scottish person in that film plays the only non-Scotsman.
It's very bizarre.
It's baffling, but we kind of love it. But yeah, we've promised that Highlander 10 will be done on location on the Isle of Skye.
I mean, good luck with that.
That was before the pandemic hit, so as long as it's clear by autumn next year, that's what we need.
Doubtful that'll be happening.
Maybe enough to just travel and camp socially distanced on Skye. You went to Skye recently, so...
I did go to Skye, yeah, but I'm not sure how pandemic compliant that may have been at the time.
Okay, Sprite, maybe cut that, depending on what local laws the Bard has broken.
Yeah, I think it actually was compliant, I'm pretty certain. Because Scotland didn't lock down again until the week or two after we went to Skye. So I included that for humour. Please don't arrest me. If representatives of the British government are listening to this, don't arrest me.
Ah, yes. All those government officials who watch The Infamous Gentleman, yes.
Maybe
that's a Venn diagram is what that is.
Maybe one of your subscribers is like an MI6 agent, I don't know.
Yeah. Big Dom Cummings watches quite a lot of this channel.
Yeah, who has now been kicked out of
Actually, yeah, he's not even official. Well, I mean, he was never officially a member of the government. But hey, that's a whole... Let's not go down that bullshit rabbit hole. Right, if we can lure him over here a bit, I can jump onto him.
Okay.
But he needs to be over on the right-hand side.
I'm going to need once we get to a stopping point, I'm definitely going to need a break, by the way. I need more booze.
Well, I need a piss.
Yeah, as do I. I didn't want to say that on the air, but yeah, very much so. Why don't we just pause this? I may be able to concentrate a bit better.
One of the funniest interactions we've ever had on camera was one of the other guys on the channel once saying "Oh, can we?" We were in the middle of recording. You said, "Oh, can we stop? I need to go to the toilet." And I was like, "Oh, that's not really professional, is it?" And he just went, "Yeah, you know what's not professional? Pissing myself on recording." I was like, "You know what? There." Right, if you switch up to Legolas, you can shoot him in the mouth.
Where is he?
I got him, but I'm dead.
Shank him.
I'm getting him. Oop, there we go. Nope. I'm being attacked by... Can you fight this dude?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Thank you.
There we go. Teamwork.
There we go.
Hey, can we please call a break now, for the love of God?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right, okay. Can you pause this?
We'll let this cutscene play, I suppose.
Okay.
Can you last that long?
I'm trying.
I assume that must be the end of the level, unless they're really going to make us run to the Bridge of Khazad-dûm now.
I think
surely that would be a whole second level.
I think they will make us run. The goggles. Light as a feather, as strong as dragon scales.
Why was that so Scottish?
I don't really know. I think I tried to do Gimli's voice, and I realised that's not his line.
Dun, da, da, da. Oh, it is making us do it, right?
Right, we're pausing this.
It hasn't actually given us control yet, so I can't pause it. We've got a Gandalf shield. That's weird. Right, comfort break. There we go.
Yep, back in a moment.
Me too. Cool. Right, let's roll.
Let us hunt some orc.
Foreshadowing.
Da 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 da.
Ba ba boom.
Da 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 da.
Can I do some more combat? There we go. I like how Gandalf is just throwing up this. I don't remember this scene from the film, but I'm kind of okay with it.
This is kind of cool.
Where he throws up the barrier. Look at all these orcs like jumping into the outskirts of this barrier and just mincing.
Yeah, I actually like that. The wizards don't do much overt wizardry.
There's definitely a lot more wizardry in this in this game. I'll give you that.
I mean, but again, video game, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that.
Definitely.
I kind of like, again, as we've discussed at some length, that Gandalf's superpower is just being very wise and sort of inspiring. And that's
he's basically what was it called? Like what was the role in 4th edition D&D that was basically just like the leader that worked by like
battle master.
Yeah, that's basically that kind of thing where it's like you just inspire other people and make and use them as your character.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I remember playing one of them. It was a lot of fun, but like most of my moves were using Commander Strike and making the fighter hit again.
Oh, like a tactician or something, or a controller. I think.
Yeah.
I never played 4th edition D&D, so.
So 4th edition was big on its roles. So you had fighter, controller, leader, and striker. And so for the leaders, you either had like healery types or ones like. Like the Warlord's class, whose name I can't remember, that was like that kind of thing. So Commander Strike is basically you pick a friendly target who makes a basic melee attack against someone in range. So you just basically have them do your dirty work that way. It was just you just meant to get a lot of hits from your fighter.
Well, there's a massive intersection between Dungeons and Dragons and Lord of the Rings.
Here we are in a dungeon with a demon, granted, behind us, but yes.
I mean, but the Hobbit, it literally is. There's a dungeon and there's a dragon in it. I mean, it's basic.
It is.
There isn't even any subtext.
Right, where's Gimli at? There he is.
I think it's something people underestimate about Lord of the Rings. This is the foundational fantasy novel. Fantasy novels weren't really a thing before Tolkien wrote this. There was
I mean, Tolkien would not have in his time referred to it as fantasy.
No,
because that word didn't really exist.
No, not in the sense that we use it nowadays. No,
oh, fucking Pippin can use his bucket to collect water from Lego pools.
Oh, Pippin!
The Fool of a Took finally has a fucking use. He's doing it down at the bottom here. There we go.
Yeah, fantasy. But the genre doesn't exist without Lord of the Rings. That's the thing.
It is the archetype. Is that the right word?
Oh, the Burman.
What?
I just left 1,000.
You went to the moon. How did you do that?
I think that might have been a glitch.
Yeah, I just realised perhaps. Oh, Gandalf can use magic to lift certain Lego objects. Let's do just that. So
Gandalf the Jedi, as it turns out.
I mean, this is clearly using the exact same part of the game engine that the Force used in, because that's the way you go up and move. It's not the Force, but it's when you're using the Force Lightning, you can move shit around.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's also the same as Wingardium Leviosa in the Lego Harry Potter games.
Oh. We've never discussed this on here. How do you feel about Harry Potter? I don't know how you feel about Harry Potter.
I like the books. I don't feel the books are an amazing work of literature in terms of well-written. They are, but what I will praise them for, me and the Sprite had a very long conversation about this recently, and I came around to certainly her viewpoint, is they are definitely written for accessibility.
Oh, definitely.
And that is no bad thing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Sidestepping issues with J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, let's just not touch that. Like the internet is what it is. Let's not on a public forum air our feelings about J.K. Rowling, but
except to a certain extent by saying that we kind of have, but on you go.
Like I have a degree in literature, right? I don't want to read Harry Potter as an adult because I know that like I'll tear them to shreds, and like.
So again, File under Lord of the Rings, maybe not amazing as books and works of literature, but they are good stories.
Well,
straightforward
that,
and just using a lot of obvious tropes. But I mean, you could absolutely argue Lord of the Rings is doing that too. It's like he may have popularized it somewhat, but Tolkien wasn't doing anything new when it came to narrative concepts. He was basically just repeating stuff from Wagner's Ring, or from which itself drew from Old Norse legends and stuff like that. Like it's the whole thing. I say this a lot, and this is an obnoxious way of phrasing it, but there aren't that many stories, is the obnoxious way of phrasing it. I'm
inclined to agree.
If you really boil stuff down into archetypes.
What is it? Oh, this is there are only 7 story structures, like thing. Like
if you go down the real Joseph Campbell route, yes.
See, like, in saying that Lord of the Rings is, as we both said, not a brilliantly constructed story. I read them a couple of years ago, and like I was surprised that they're pacier than you remember. They're more action packed than I was expecting.
I will have to take your word for it, having not read them for probably been about 4 or 5 years at this point.
I was surprised, like to say that like at page 100 of the Fellowship, like they haven't even left the Shire. Like it been 100 pages in, they're still in the Shire, which is mind blowing to me. Like it doesn't.
Which also takes 17 years or something like that in actual book time.
It doesn't feel as slow as you would expect it. Oh, okay, that's not what I have to do.
I have figured out what we have to do. I'm afraid of doing it.
Okay. Would you say
that was
like,
actually that was a
would
that
you
was
say
a
like it, would you say like you know what you've got to do, but you lack the strength to do it? Kylo Ren.
Well, I was saying I know what I have to do. It's just I'm afraid of doing it. Frodo Baggins, when he knows he has to leave the party, and he's got to split the party at the end of this.
So do all who live to see such times.
So do all who split the party. You must never go there, Frodo.
That's one of my favorite lines. Again, not in this like Lego rendition.
No, like, true, because we didn't really have much. We started at Balin's tomb, so
that lovely bit of downtime between Ian McKellen and Elijah Wood, where he tells, "So do all who live to see such times."
Yeah.
But that is not for them to decide. All you can do is make something of the time that is given.
All
to
we
us.
have to do is decide what to do with the time. It's a really good line.
It's a beautiful like bit of writing. And again, like as much as we're slagging
is that in the
Lord
books?
Of the Rings, oh, definitely.
It must be, yeah.
So, like, again, like what many people don't realize, big chunks of Lord of the Rings, Tolkien was writing them, and then he was posting them to his son, who was serving with, I think, the RAF at the time.
Have a shot at those, will you? You're Legolas. So.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Anyway,
I thought you were telling me to drink more, and I was like, well, I mean, I can do a shot if you want me to, Doctor.
What you should do, Bard, is have a shot of delicious, sweet orange-flavoured Cointreau.
Da-na-na-now. Da-na-na-now. Can we edit in like a picture of like Gollum cradling a bottle of
Based on the
Cointreau?
amount of those I did for fucking the Lord of the Rings, the Star Wars one.
I think we can.
I was so fucking proud of the one which I did was the Mandalorian with like a bottle of Cointreau in his pouch instead of the child.
It was absolutely masterful.
I was weirdly proud of that.
Oh, here we go. The Bridge of Khazad might be possibly my favourite, like 5 minutes of cinema. It's just incredible.
So that was a proper like burp noise.
Oh,
you can't see.
I can't hear that.
By see I meant here.
The Lego Balrog not looking great. But
no, not.
Yeah, can we look up maybe quickly? Did Ian McKellen get the Oscar for this? I know he was I know he was nominated.
I don't think anyone won an acting Oscar for this. So I don't think it won. Because it was Return of the King that won all of them anyway, because everyone was like, well, there's 3 of them, so we might as well give them to the final one.
Yeah.
I'll go through what it's Return of...
I absolutely adore this scene. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, and the music that follows this as well is fantastic as well.
We haven't even discussed the music of Lord of the Rings. Like, the score isn't, like, neither of us are musicians. Would that we were?
Yeah, I used to be.
Could you play? I don't know, you could play.
I can play piano relatively well.
Oh, good for you. Okay. You're right. Oh, this is incredible!
Oh, shit!
Oh,
okay.
I don't care what's going on in my half of the screen. Fucking Gandalf fighting the Balrog.
Oh, shit, I can hold A to fucking...
Oh, it's amazing! Oh, go! Go! Take him down! I don't care.
I am like you are serving as the perfect like hype man at the moment.
This is amazing. Hit him with Glamdring. Hit him again. Hit him again. Keep hitting him. Good God, I've never had so much fun.
Right, I think there is something you technically should be doing on your end.
I don't
Grieving or something like that.
I don't
Hold
care.
X to grieve.
Oh, no, I have no idea. I couldn't care less what I'm supposed to be doing.
And press X to pay respect.
This is like an absurd amount of arrows over on my side of the screen. Can you do that again? Please do that again.
I'm catching up with him. I just got to grab Grandring, good one. Grab Glandring. I can't fucking do it. Grab Glamdring.
You're going to get Gandalf's magic sword
There we
thingy.
go.
Oh, what's happening now? I'm stuck. Oh no, here I am. I will eventually figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Shoot that thing in the wall and then swing off it.
Yeah, I did shoot it on the wall and it didn't do it. Oh, there we go, okay.
Move to dodge the Balrog's attacks. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
From the lowest dungeon to the highest peak I fought him, the Balrog of Morgoth, until at last I smote his ruin upon the mountainside.
Great use of smote, that is, as well.
Because
smitten sounds fucking stupid.
I actually can't concentrate on what I am doing because like what is happening on your screen is so much more exciting.
Well, that's the joy of recording this and watching it back later.
I mean, I very much enjoy watching these back, but about 90% of the views that these receive are probably just me.
Well, as I say, people requested both this and you, so...
I mean, again, massive thanks to your viewership for being so lovely and supportive.
Oh, they're decent. They're good people.
They seem like lovely folks. So
Except for the fact that obviously they support you, which is always
that's
deeply problematic.
That's questionable. So like,
because they make us do stuff like this again, which obviously, as you can tell from the last 2 hours and 15 minutes of recording, we obviously hate doing, and me and the Bard struggle spending time in one another's company, which is obvious from our rapport.
Yeah, I think I've barely scratched the surface of the Lord of the Rings chat, really, haven't we? Like,
yeah, no. I mean, the worrying thing is that actually I think is true. Probably.
Yeah,
that's concerningly true.
We haven't even, like, unlike what we did with Star Wars, so, like, is this a good time to describe how we tried to watch Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
And how we couldn't watch Lord of the Rings together.
Yeah, so it turns out the Bard, contrary to his own thoughts, doesn't actually... You own, but don't seem to have access to... Oh, down we go, we're into Zirik Zigal's Lake, or whatever it's called. No, Zirik Zigal's the dungeon. There we go.
Oh, and so...
Frodo's got, like, heart containers. Oh, has he got his Mithril thing? Is that why? Well. Again, it's nice that they do these things of, like, scenes that happen concurrently.
It's a nice feature. I really like it, actually.
For giving you more to do gameplay-wise. Oh, I love this scene as well. Give them a moment, for pity's sake. It's
again,
so
like,
good.
They do an awful lot to make Boromir sympathetic, given that like, he's basically the villain of this movie.
He gets that a bit more in the extended edition as well, where he has like the conversations with Aragorn.
Do we get is it in the Fellowship we get, in the extended edition, the flashback with him and Faramir?
No, that's in Two Towers, actually. Because it's when Faramir first meets the Hobbits, we have that flashback.
Oh.
And it really annoys me, because they're like... Faramir's like, hey, to Denethor, he's like, hey, let me go in your stead. And Denethor goes, oh, I see, a chance for Faramir, captain of Gondor, to prove his quality. And then later on, he's holding Frodo at knife point, he's like...
And he says, a chance for Faramir, captain of Gondor, to... Yeah, it's the same line,
But if you don't have the first bit, if you do have the first bit with Denethor, that is such a more impactful scene, because it's a callback for a chance for Faramir. It's much better with that scene intact.
I did not know that. The ones that were pointed out to me, but that makes a lot of sense. Well, astute analysis there,
because
Doctor.
that scene standalone. I mean, yeah, it makes sense and stuff. But when he's like, when you know that he's echoing Denethor's words of like, shit, I could do this. It has much more weight.
So,
but yes, no, we hadn't actually finished about it. So yeah, it turns out the Bard officially, we think, owns the Extended Edition Lord of the Rings. Does he have them anywhere in his house? Apparently not.
Do you know?
All we had was the first half of Return of the King Extended, which then stops abruptly after the King of the Dead.
Yeah, so I have what must be like a 20-year-old DVD box set containing like 5 discs.
So in like 2 weeks, they may even already be out by the time this airs. So they're re-releasing Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit in 4K.
Oh, excellent. Okay, we should definitely buy those.
So the slight drawback.
Whoa! What the?
The slight drawback is so for just the Lord of the Rings Extended Edition, 4K Blu-rays, all three of them together is 75 quid.
Right, well, okay, I will
Or
not...
half of Anduril Flame of the West, to put it another way.
Is this how we're going to go forward? We're going to measure all financial value in terms of its relevance to buying Anduril's Flame of the West.
I'm okay with that. And also excellent pluralization there. That was good.
I'm also okay with it.